Hello children, welcome to the maths class. Chapter 8, Comparing Quantities, coming to revision. Two quantities of same type and in same units can be compared by finding out the difference or by dividing one quantity by the other. When we compare two quantities of same type and in same units by finding out the difference, we come to know that one quantity is how much greater or smaller than the other quantity. And when we compare two quantities of same type and in same units by division method, we come to know that one quantity is how many times the other quantity. This comparison by division is called the ratio. This is ratio 4:1. Numerator of the fraction is written as the first term of ratio and denominator of the fraction is written as the second term of ratio. So, comparison of two quantities of same type and in same unit by division is called ratio. The ratio of 25 kilograms to 250 grams is what? Whenever we have to find out the ratio of two quantities of same type, first quantity, the part before this 2, we have to divide by the other part after 2. So, first part we have to write in numerator and the second part we have to write in denominator. But the quantities can be compared when their units are same. Here units are not same. So, we have to convert this 25 kilograms into grams. We know that 1 kilogram equal to 1000 grams. So, multiply 25 by 1000 to convert this kgs into grams. Now, ratio is in always lowest term. So, first of all, we have to find out the lowest term of this fraction. Divide both numerator and denominator by HCF of numerator and denominator. So, we can divide this fraction by 250. 250 ones are and 250 hundreds are. So, the ratio we get 100:1 and ratio has no unit because here units also get cancelled. So, the ratio of 25 kg to 250 grams is 100:1. If the cost of 15 mangoes is rupees 90, the cost of 7 mangoes is what? Whenever the value of more than one unit is given, to find the value of required number of units, we have to first find out the value of one unit and then the value of required number of units. This method is called unitary method. Here the cost of 15 mangoes is given rupees 90. Obviously the cost of one mango is smaller. Divide rupees 90 by 15. We get the cost of one mango rupees 6. Now multiply rupees 6 by 7 to get the cost of 7 mangoes. 6 sevens are 42. So the cost of 7 mangoes is rupees 42. This question we can solve by ratio method also. Here, as the number of mangoes increases, cost also increases. So the quantities are in proportion. Their ratios will be equal. X by 90 is equal to 7 by 15. Take this 90 on that side and find out the value of X. Cent means 100. Per cent means per 100. Per 100 or 1 by 100 is written as this symbol percent. Any fraction with denominator 100 can be written as percentage. Here for this 100 in the denominator, percent sign is written and 25 is the numerator of fraction whose denominator is 100. So, percentage is the numerator of a fraction whose denominator is 100. Any fraction we can convert into percentage by finding out its equivalent fraction with denominator 100. To convert the given fraction into percentage, we have to multiply both numerator and denominator of the given fraction by 100. And for this 100 in the denominator, write percent sign. Solve the other part. Here 100 by 12. The HCF of 100 and 12 is 4. So divide both numerator and denominator by 4. 4 3s are 12 and 4 25s are 100. This part we get 25 by 3%. So 1 by 12 means 25 by 3%. Any decimal also we can convert into percentage. This is 25 hundredths because 2 digits are there after decimal point. Write it as a fraction. Now for this 100 in the denominator, write percent sign, and this is the numerator. So it is 25%. 25% of 2 kilograms. 25 for percent, write 100 in the denominator, of means into, and convert this 2 kilograms into grams. We know that 1 kilogram means 1000 grams. So 2 kilograms means 2000 grams. Now find out it in lowest term. 100 and 2000. 100 is common, highest common factor. So divide this by 100. 100 ones are 100 20s are, and 25 twos are 50, one more 0. So it is 500 grams. If 15% of a quantity is 900, what is the whole quantity? Here 15% of an unknown quantity is given 900, and we have to find out that unknown quantity. Let us write the equation for this statement. 15% of an unknown quantity is 900. 15 for percent, write 100 in denominator, of means into. For unknown quantity, let it be x. Is means equal to, it is equal to 900. Now we have to solve this equation. We have to find out the value of x. So this part we have to take on right hand side. 100 from the denominator here, take it in the numerator in right hand side, and 15 to the denominator in right hand side. Now solve this. 15 ones are 15 and 15 60s are 900, and 60 into 100 is 6000. So the whole quantity here is 6000. 35% as a fraction in lowest term is what? Write this 35% as a fraction. For this percent sign, write 100 in denominator. Now we have to find out its lowest term. Divide both numerator and denominator by its HCF. Here HCF of numerator and denominator is 5. So 5 7s are 35 and 5 20s are 100. So this percentage we get as a fraction in lowest term as 7 by 20. If out of 3000 chairs, 75% are red, the number of other colored chairs is what? Always the whole quantity is taken 100%. And out of this 3000 chairs, 75% are red. So other colored chairs are 25%. To find out the number of other colored chairs, we have to find out 25% of the total number of chairs. 25% of 3000. Solve this. 100 and this 100. 25 30s are 750. So number of other colored chairs is 750. You can find out in other way also. First find out 75% of 3000. You will get number of red colored chairs, and then subtract number of red colored chairs from total number of chairs. You will get number of other colored chairs. If an atom is purchased for rupees 1500 and sold for rupees 1800, what is the profit percent or loss percent? Here the atom is purchased for rupees 1500. So cost price is 1500 and sold for rupees 1800. So selling price is 1800. Selling price is greater than the cost price. So there is profit. And to find out the profit, we have to find out the difference between selling price and the cost price. Selling price is greater. So from selling price, subtract cost price. We get here profit rupees 300, and a profit percent or loss percent is always calculated on cost price. Here 300 rupees is profit on cost price 1500, and we have to find out percentage. So we want denominator 100. Multiply this by 100 by 100, and for this 100 in the denominator write percent sign and solve this part. This 100 and here this 100, two zeros will cut. Divide both numerator and denominator by 100. Now 15 ones are 15 and 15 20s are 300. So we get here 20%. So the profit percent is 20%. Profit is 20%. If an atom is purchased for rupees 2000 and sold for rupees 1900, what is the profit percent or loss percent? Here the atom is purchased for rupees 2000. So cost price is 2000 rupees and sold for rupees 1900. So selling price is 1900. Selling price is smaller than cost price. So there is loss, and to find out the loss, we have to find out the difference between cost price and selling price. Here cost price is greater. So subtract selling price from cost price. We get here 100 rupees loss, and a loss percent is calculated on cost price. So here rupees 100 is the loss on 2000 rupees. We have to find out loss on 100 rupees. So multiply this by 100 by 100, and for 100 in the denominator write percent sign and calculate this. Divide both numerator and denominator by 1000. So this 3 zeros from the denominator will cut with 3 zeros in the numerator, and 2 ones are 2, 2 5s are 10. So loss we get 5%. So here loss is equal to 5%. If an atom is purchased for rupees 800 and sold at the profit of 25%, what is the selling price? Here cost price of the atom is given 800 rupees and profit is given 25%. We have to find out selling price. There is profit. So selling price is greater, and to find out the selling price we have to add profit in cost price. Profit percent is calculated on cost price. So to find the profit we have to find out 25% of cost price. 25 for percent, write 100 in the denominator, of means into, and cost price is rupees 800. Here 100 is in the denominator and 800 in numerator. 100 ones are 100, 100 8s are 800, and 25 8s are 200. So profit is rupees 200. We have to add this profit into cost price to get the selling price. 800 rupees plus 200 rupees, we get rupees 1000. So selling price is rupees 1000. If an atom is purchased for rupees 1500 and sold at the loss of 20%, what is the selling price? Here cost price is given 1500 and loss is given 20%. There is loss. So selling price is smaller than the cost price. And to get the selling price, we have to subtract loss from the cost price. Loss percent is calculated on cost price. So loss is 20% of cost price. 20 for percent, denominator 100. Of means into, and cost price is 1500. 100 ones are 100 and 100 15s are 1500, and in numerator 20 into 15 we get rupees 300 loss. Subtract this loss 300 from cost price. We get selling price rupees 1200. So here selling price is rupees 1200. If an atom is sold for rupees 3000, selling price is given rupees 3000, add the profit of 20%. Profit is given 20%. We have to find out cost price. When selling price is given and profit percent is given, we have this formula to find out cost price. Here profit percent is 20 and a selling price is 3000. Put the values here. Denominator here we get 120 and divide this denominator and numerator by 10. 1 0 will cancel and 12 ones are 12, 12, 25s are 300 and 25 into 100, 2500. So cost price we get here rupees 2500. If you don't remember this formula, you can calculate in this way also. When there is profit, selling price is greater than cost price. So to find selling price, we have to add profit in cost price. So selling price is equal to cost price plus. Here profit percent is given and profit percent is calculated always on cost price. So profit is 20% of cost price. 20 for percent, write 100 in the denominator, of means into and a cost price. In both the terms cost price is there. This is one time cost price and this is 20 by 100 times cost price. Take cost price common. Here 1 will be left plus this is 20 by 100. For adding fractions, we want denominators same. So first write this 1 as a fraction 1 by 1 and then make the denominator 100 by multiplying this by 100 by 100. Denominators are same now. Add the numerators. 100 plus 20 is 120 by 100 cost price. Now we want to find out cost price. We don't want this part. So take this part on other side. This 100 will be in numerator and 120 in the denominator. Now same formula we get here. Put the values cost price, just interchange the sides. Cost price is here and 100 by 120 times selling price. Put the value and get the answer. If an atom is sold at 40% loss for rupees 360, what is the cost price? Here selling price is given rupees 360 and loss is given 40%. And when the selling price is given and loss percent is given, we have this formula. Here at the place of profit plus profit percent, only minus loss percent is there. So put the values in formula and get the answer. Loss percent is 40. So denominator we get here 100 minus 40, 60. And the selling price is given rupees 360. 60 ones are 60, 60, 6 are 360. And 6 into this 100 is 600. So cost price is rupees 600. If you don't remember this formula, you can do in this way also. When there is loss, selling price is smaller than cost price. So to find the selling price, we have to subtract loss from the cost price. Here loss is given in percentage. So 40% of cost price. Take cost price common, calculate this part and interchange the sides and here then put the values and get answer. The price of an atom is increased from rupees 20,000 to rupees 28,000. What is the percentage of increase? The initial price was rupees 20,000 and it is increased to 28,000 rupees. So first we have to find out how much it is increased. To find out the increase, we have to find out the difference between these two values. Increased price and initial price. We get this difference rupees 8,000. And this increase is on original value. Increase percent is always calculated on the original one or initial price. So this increase 8,000 is on rupees 20,000. And we have to find out on 100. So multiply this by 100 by 100 and for this 100 in the denominator, write percent sign and calculate this. Divide both numerator and denominator by 10,000. So 4 zeros from the denominator will cancel with 4 zeros in numerator. And 2 ones are 2 and 2 40s are 80. So we get here 40%. The percentage of increase is 40%.